Hello everyone, this is Lovisa from the YouTube channel 55 Steps to the Light, and I'm doing this meditation video today on June 28th, 2020. So it's only a week after the solstice eclipse new moon energies of June 20 and 21st. And I felt strongly guided to write a meditation visualization based on my own experience on the day of the solstice. And while writing this meditation, it expanded into something much bigger than I had initially expected. And this is a tool that we can use to connect in with all that we are and bring home much light and wisdom for ourselves and our planet as well during this time of great transformation. Now, the Norse Master energies are very strong in this meditation. And it takes place in the oldest ancient ringfort on the island of Öland in southeastern Sweden. And this fort is estimated to have been in use around the years 300 to 600 AD. And this is also the largest fort on the island. The wall is 400 meters long, and it's one out of 20 known ring forts on this relatively small island. And this island has a huge amount of stone settings and rune stones. And this land, which is my homeland, where I was born and raised, vibrates very strongly with powerful and sacred energies from many sacred sites, portals, and energy nodes. And the main guides in this meditation are Ascended Masters Odin and Frigga. And I want to mention a little bit about them before we start the actual meditation. It's like so many of the so-called gods and goddesses of ancient times, the information that we have about them through written historical sources today is often not correct. It's been distorted, changed, misunderstood, and very often deliberately changed by whichever the church, the new religion, new religious leaders, to get people to abandon their old faiths and beliefs. So to literally rob them of their power, these masters, these gods, their power and their respect, and even demonize them at times. So we need to go back to their original true essence and feel that in our hearts. So trust that feeling in your heart, and no book or no Google search around any of these masters. So Odin is pretty well known. He was the main god of the Aesir, the Norse faith, and he was called the All-Father. He was the god of wisdom. He held the power of the runes, the written language, the symbols, and he had gained this knowledge by hanging himself, so sacrificing himself for several days and nights in the World Tree Yggdrasil. And this tree is a symbol of all of creation for the Norse people. So through its branches, you could access all of the 9 worlds of creation that they believed. So we have other, not only Earth, but other star systems that are held by the World Tree, a part of the World Tree. The most common way to carve runes in those days were, of course, in wood. Although today what we have left are mainly the stones, the rune stones, that have not been destroyed by time. Originally, Odin gained the knowledge of the runes, and the Norns, that were mystical female divine creatures, they carved the runes into the World Tree to create reality that way. They wove the faiths of all men, and then they carved the runes to create it into the World Tree. And this is the knowledge that Odin gained then. And he had also sacrificed one of his eyes in Mimer's well, which was a well that sprung from one of the main roots of the World Tree. And this well was also the well of knowledge and wisdom. And the eye that he sacrificed could see all that was going on in the world from the bottom of the well itself. So we have really the god, the master of wisdom here. So Odin is pretty well known by most people who know anything about the Norse tradition and the Vikings, but his wife, his consort Frigga, is not at all as well known. Another version of her name is Frigg. So we have Frigga, and she does have a connection to Freya. There are two goddesses, but they might have a main origin. They're both strongly connected to Venus, the planet Venus. And but Frigga, however, is the mother goddess, the All-Mother, where Odin is the All-Father. And she's the queen of the Norse gods. And whenever Odin was absent from his throne in Valhalla, which was quite often, she would take the throne and rule in his place. And she's both the goddess of the earth and of the sky. And with her distaff, she would spin the clouds. She would be spinning threads out of wool. So she would spin the clouds in the sky. And the constellation of Orion is called Frigga's distaff in Swedish dialects. And Orion is also strongly connected to wisdom. So Frigga is also goddess of wisdom. She's a weaver of fate, and she was a seer, known to be as wise as her husband Odin. And they would often discuss important decisions together, and if they disagreed, Frigga would often win the argument with her female wit in the stories. And so Odin and Frigga were, as you hear, very equal. They did hold really a balance between the divine masculine and feminine wisdom. So now that you have a picture of these two masters of light who will be guiding us, I also want to mention quickly that we will be working with dragon energies also. And just to be clear to anyone who hasn't worked with dragons before, these are beings of the angelic realm. They're completely of the light. They're totally supportive. They want to work with us, helping us and our planet raise our energies and ascend. And there are many different types of dragons. So, for example, we have elemental dragons of one or more of the four elements of earth, fire, air, and water. And there are also galactic, cosmic dragons who bring in light, wisdom, and love from other star systems, universes even. So I'm going to take a sip of water. And we're just about to start the meditation. But before we do, I do want to explain a little bit about this meditation, what we're about to do and experience, as this is a very powerful thing that we're doing. And you're going to notice that we're very powerfully protected in this space as well. And so this meditation is designed to call, for you to call back to you, yourself, to this aspect of you in this physical body here now on planet Earth, right here in this now moment, immense light and wisdom from all the aspects of your soul. So this means across time, space, realities, dimensions, from all of your incarnations here on Earth and elsewhere, from the very core of your mighty, powerful soul, your I Am presence. And in doing so, you'll get a whole new sense of feeling the totality of who you are, who you really are. You feel more whole, balanced, in harmony. And with this step on your ascension pathway, you'll also be expected to take on the responsibility that comes with this new level of mastery. We are, with every passing day, becoming more and more the true walking masters of planet Earth. And each one of us who are incarnated here today, we're here for a purpose. We hold, each one of us, unique and powerful keys, codes and wisdom, love and light that's needed for the transformation here on the planet. And for everyone on it, both for ourselves and for everyone else here, as we enter the new golden era of planet Earth. And there is a decree within the meditation where we state to the universe our intention of taking this step, calling in all of this light, all of this wisdom, and in return, if you will, we take on full responsibility for this light, for this wisdom that's becoming available to us. And we ask to be guided at all times by our highest self, our I Am presence, in using this only for the highest good of all that is. So we will be held always by the highest, purest aspect of ourselves. And this is something that I want you to be aware of right now from the start. So if you feel a little bit unsure about this step at this time, do wait, feel into it. Ask for guidance from your own higher self, from your guides, angels, masters. And when you're ready, come back and listen again. And trust your heart in this. Your heart will know and tell you when you're ready. And also trust that since you felt drawn to listen to this meditation, even if you don't feel ready today, you're close to that point. I will make excuse me, short pauses several times during the meditation to give you space to take in and stay in the energies of each part of it for as long as you need to or wish to. So do press the pause button if you feel. I won't be making any long pauses, so I want the meditation to flow. But whenever I say something along the lines of rest in these energies now for as long as you need, take a moment now, do press pause and take all the time that you need. And there's no need to rush. So let's prepare for meditation. My voice is getting a little, this is powerful stuff. So take a sip of water if you like, make yourself comfortable, and then let's begin. So, if you're ready for meditation, close your eyes, breathe deeply. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And see and feel yourself standing on sacred ground in a clearing in the woods. And before you, you can see the ruins of an ancient ringfort. It's surrounded by high grass, some oak trees, hazel, pine trees, ash. And the early evening sun is shining through some light clouds, and making the light golden white around you. You hear larks singing from the sky and transmitting their intricate light codes with their song. And these light codes are even visible in the air. Their energy is so very clear and bright. And they're reawakening codes, dormant keys within your own bodies and fields right now. And the sky is completely open to the heavens here. And when you look at your feet, you see magenta-colored orchids on the ground. And as you take in their beauty, you feel them beginning to activate your soul star chakra around 30 centimeters above your head. So breathe their intense purple-red, magenta color into your soul star. And let it support this process of connecting you with all that is you. And rest in these energies for a while, allowing them to prepare you to enter the fort before you. Beneath your feet, there's a sudden movement in the ground. Earth dragons are present with you now. As you keep breathing slowly and deeply in and out. Feel yourself ground in deeply, deeply with the energy of the earth, while the dragons swirl around and beneath you, supporting you. You're part of this land, you're one with the earth. Your roots growing deep into the soil. You kneel down to touch the stones and the grass, and you can feel the slow and steady energetic pulse of the sacred portal and generator here through the palms of your hands. This is slowing your own heartbeat, aligning you with the energies of this land, balancing you until you feel completely calm, deeply grounded, peaceful, and present in this now moment. And as you look up into the sky, you notice that golden white dragons are swirling around the fort. These are mighty galactic Lyran dragons. And as you watch them fly above you in a circular movement and around the fort, you allow their golden Christed energy to light you up completely. Breathing in the Christ light into every cell of your body, feeling it overflow your heart, and from there into every single one of your chakras. So going up, the higher heart, throat, third eye, crown, causal, soul star, and your stellar gateway chakra. And going down, the solar plexus, navel, sacral, base, and your earth star chakra. And here, beneath your feet, it meets with the earth dragons, their energies, and they help ground the Christ light deep into the earth, spreading it to where it's most needed. And you are ready now. It's time. You start to walk towards the fort before you. And as you reach the nearest gate, you can feel how strongly protective these walls are. It doesn't matter in the slightest that the parts have fallen down. Within this circle, you're completely protected. Within these walls, you're held in the highest light, in complete integrity and safety. Sacred, powerful runes were once set up here by the mighty Odin himself to assure safe passage and complete protection for all who enter here with pure intentions and open hearts, dedicated to finding their way back home and working for the highest light and the highest good of all that is. And in reverence you ask to be permitted entrance into the fort. And as you look up, you see Ascended Master Odin standing in front of you, with his consort Ascended Master Frigga by his side. And they both represent sacred knowledge and wisdom, Together they hold the perfect balance between divine feminine and divine masculine energies in harmony. Odin and Frigga examine your energy fields and your glowing heart, and smiling they invite you to enter through the gateway into the fort. And once inside, you see that you've entered a different dimension, time and space, as now the fort around you is no longer in ruins. You look around you to see the inside of the fort buzzing with activity, many houses and buildings standing along the walls, and then in a second inner circle as well, around an open area in the very center of the fort. And you walk slowly next to Frigga and Odin, who are accompanying you towards the center of the fort. And as you do, you feel into the energies of this wondrous place, where you are greeted with smiles and faces, friendly faces, by the men and women working here. Take notice of what you see and hear. Any symbols, tools, patterns, sounds, words offered to you now are yours to remember. You've used them before. So take a moment now to absorb all that you're given back. And as you reach the open space in the center of the fort, Odin and Frigga stop. And Odin gestures with his hand in a sweeping motion for you to take a look around the whole circle of the fort around you. And as you turn slowly, following the circular shape of the stone walls with your eyes, you count the gateways to this fort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 gateways leading out into 9 different directions, 9 portals into the 9 worlds of creation, the 9 worlds of the World Tree Yggdrasil. Odin speaks. The time has finally come. You're here today to call in your own great soul wisdom from across the universes, from all of the aspects of your mighty soul, from all of your incarnations throughout time, space, dimensions and realities. It's time now for you in this now moment on earth, at the gateway into the new golden era of this planet, to bring in all of the keys, all of the codes that only you hold for this great awakening and the ascension of planet Earth and all of her inhabitants. There are many galactic gateways open across planet Earth at this time. This is one of them. You're connected firmly into the center point of this fort by the golden beam of Christ light coming in through a portal here, connected to the Stargate of Lyra. And you connected in already before entering the fort. And now feel that force field within and around you again. The Stargate of Lyra above, the core of planet Earth below. With the Lyran dragons, the Earth dragons helping you to hold this connection steady at all times. You are balanced perfectly between heaven and earth, held by the golden Christ light. And Odin continues. The 9 worlds of creation all hold wisdom of yours, And today, instead of traveling to any one of them, they will all connect in to this center point and bring through all of the wisdom you're ready to receive back at this time. Some of these worlds you know by name, some you don't. And it's as it should be, for their protection and yours. The worlds that you know of include Lyra, Sirius, Orion, Andromeda, Arcturus, and the Pleiades. Know that you're welcome back here anytime and may travel from here out into these worlds as well. You might even get an invitation today from one of more of them. And now Frigga steps forward, and you notice that she's wearing a deep blue mantle, sparkling with starlight. She smiles and speaks to you. I am the Star Court, the keeper of the sky and the stars in Norse tradition. Through me, you can connect in with any star in the night sky. Apart from these 9 worlds of creation that we will connect in with today, you will also hold connections to other points of the multiverse. I keep all the lines open, and any transmission of love, light, and wisdom for you today, I will transmit through, under grace and for the highest good of all that is. You thank Frigga and Odin, and they take a step back to allow the transmission to begin. You feel totally grounded, totally calm, totally balanced between heaven and earth, and your heart is wide open, filled with light and love. The Lyran dragons and the earth dragons circle above and below you as you close your eyes and breathe deeply into your heart. And when you feel ready, you then turn your focus to your magenta-colored soul star chakra, 30 centimeters above your head. It's now in divine expansion, connecting in with all of your different incarnations, all the aspects of your soul through time, space, and dimensions. And to begin the transmission through the portal, you now state your intention by this decree. I state your full name. In the name of the light, call in all aspects of my mighty soul to be present with me in this now moment, here on planet Earth. I'm ready to be whole. I'm ready to be one. I'm ready to be all that I am. I call in the light and wisdom of my higher self. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to remember. As a walking master of light, I take on full responsibility for the use of the immense light and wisdom of my soul from this point in space-time reality onwards. I ask to be guided and supported at all times by my highest self and my I Am presence, in using it solely for the highest good of all that is. I am the light of my soul. I am the wisdom that I hold. I am all that I am. As within, so without, as above, so below. We repeat this 3 times. I, your full name, in the name of the light, call in all aspects of my mighty soul to be present with me in this now moment here on planet Earth. I'm ready to be whole. I'm ready to be one. I'm ready to be all that I am. I call in the light and wisdom of my higher self. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to remember. As a walking master of light, I take on full responsibility for the use of the immense light and wisdom of my soul from this point in space-time reality onwards. I ask to be guided and supported at all times by my highest self and my I Am presence, in using it solely for the highest good of all that is. I am the light of my soul. I am the wisdom that I hold. I am all that I am. As within, so without. As above, so below. I, your full name, in the name of the light, call in all aspects of my mighty soul to be present with me in this now moment here on planet Earth. I'm ready to be whole. I'm ready to be one. I'm ready to be all that I am. I call in the light and wisdom of my higher self. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to remember. As a walking master of light, I take on full responsibility for the use of the immense light and wisdom of my soul. From this point in space-time reality onwards, I ask to be guided and supported at all times by my highest self and my I Am presence, in using it solely for the highest good of all that is. I am the light of my soul. I am the wisdom that I hold. I am all that I am. As within, so without. As above, so below. It is so. And as you speak the final words of the decree, you feel the portal beginning to spin around the center point where you are standing. The 9 gateways light up with the brightest light, all in different colors of immense light from the central suns of the 9 worlds of creation. Above you, you can see that all the thousands of stars of the sky are adding their light too. The light begins to swirl around you as this portal spins faster and faster. Through this mighty portal of cosmic light and wisdom, you start to feel different aspects of your soul approaching. Such a powerful feeling of expansion of all that is you. You may recognize some of these aspects, especially your master aspects from previous incarnations on Earth. Some aspects may be from other universes, other dimensions. Feel into it, recognize, and remember, reactivate. Rest in the feeling of becoming whole, becoming balanced, becoming one with all that is you. See and feel the greatness and the incredible light, love and wisdom of your soul. Breathe into the oneness of your soul and recognize also that behind it lies the oneness of being a beloved, valued, unique part of Source itself, of all that is. So rest in this knowing and these energies for as long as you wish, and accept with gratitude any gifts, tools, and memories that are given back to you now for the next step of your great soul journey. And when you're ready, you start to come back to the center point of the portal, where you're standing in your physical body of this incarnation, here and now on planet Earth. And in doing so, you bring back with you so much light and love and wisdom into your bodies and fields. And you now hold the connections to all of these aspects of your mighty soul, like golden rays of sunshine, with you as the sun, the star in the middle. And breathe deeply, bring your attention to the earth beneath your feet, the connection between your feet and the ground, your body and the ground, your earth star chakra below you. You are here. You are whole. You are now. And when you're ready to open your eyes, you find yourself standing in the center of the ancient ringfort. Now once again in ruins, in this moment of now. I'm filled with gratitude, joy, love at all that you have just experienced. You thank the dragons, you thank Odin, Frigga, all the helpers of the angelic realms, especially Archangels Metatron and Sandalphon, who have been holding their hands above and below this portal the entire time. You're blessed. Smile and return to your everyday life, knowing that you've taken a powerful, beautiful, and important step on your soul journey today. And step out into the world and shine. So, I hope that you enjoy this meditation and that you feel you're completely back now. So do ground in, take a sip of water, start moving your body around, hands and feet, wiggle your toes. And you may repeat this meditation as many times as you feel called to, especially after astrological events such as full moons, new moons, solstices, eclipses, peaks in the Schumann resonance, when you've received a lot of new light, a lot of new keys and codes from the universe, and your frequency has risen a lot in a short period of time. And every time you do this meditation, your own higher self will let in more and more of your soul light and wisdom for you at a rate that is perfect for you. So I thank you for being with me in this space today and with this microphone that I'm using to actually get you to hear me better. Hope it didn't disturb you too much, but I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'll be back another time. Namaste.